What will happen if you go to different planets and start living there? Well, this planet has the strongest gravity in our solar system. You will literally freeze to death as soon as you enter the atmosphere of both these planets. Hey guys, this is Prashant from Tech Ludo and we have another video. We are going to be talking about how your body will behave on different planets. What will happen if you go to different planets and start living there? Well, we are all living a pretty comfortable life on planet Earth. Earth is possibly the only planet in our entire universe that supports life. But has it really ever crossed your mind what will happen to our physical body or our life for that matter if you were to land on a different planet on our solar system or even beyond? Well, try imagine living even for 5 minutes on a really hot planet like Venus. Or what if you were suddenly dropped inside a gas giant like Jupiter? Will your body get deformed, and for how long will you be able to survive on those planets? Well, we'll try to reimagine these scary scenarios in this special story. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a scary yet exciting space journey. Let us start a journey with Mercury, as it is the closest planet to our Sun. But despite being the closest planet, it is not the hottest planet in our solar system. Well, this is primarily because Mercury has no atmosphere to speak of. Even though Mercury has many key chemical elements like oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium and potassium, the planet's atmospheric pressure is still very low. And because there is no atmosphere, you probably won't be able to survive on this planet for more than 5 to 7 minutes. You will most probably die by breathlessness as soon as you land there. But things don't really end there. There is more complication to the Mercury story. This planet suffers from extreme weather. During the daytime, the temperature reaches as high as 800 degrees Fahrenheit, and during night, the temperature can crash as low as minus 180 degrees. So this technically means that if you were to land on Mercury during the daytime, you will burn to death and freeze to death if you were to land during the night time. Either way, it is but certain that you will die. Now let us set our foot on Venus. This planet is called twin sister because it has very similar size and structure like Earth. But don't get deceived by this external appearance. Things will get extremely dangerous as soon as you enter the toxic atmosphere of Venus. First and foremost, temperature on the planet is extremely hot. In fact, Venus is the hottest planet in our entire solar system. The surface temperature of this planet goes beyond 900 degrees Fahrenheit, even during night time. And this means that on Venus, even solid metal like lead will melt in a matter of few minutes. Besides, Venus is believed to have thousands of large active volcanoes that releases millions of hot lava every single minute. And if this really hasn't scared you yet, then I have another scary information for you. And that is that Venus' atmosphere is filled with carbon dioxide and has thick yellowish clouds made of sulfuric acid. And this makes Venus' atmosphere so poisonous and toxic that you will die even before you set your foot on the planet. And last but not the least, Venus' atmospheric pressure is 90 times more than that of Earth. This means that Venus has crashing air pressure which will choke you to death in a matter of few minutes. Well, in a nutshell, surviving on Venus even for a few minutes is almost next to impossible. Now let us move to our next destination. Among all the planets in our solar system, Mars is believed to have the best possible chance of hosting a life in near future. I'm sure many of you may have already heard about Elon Musk's dream of setting up human colonies on planet Mars. So do we really have a chance of surviving on the red planet if we were to land on it right now? Well, the answer is absolute no. And we have made a special video on why having a colony, a human colony on Mars is a stupid idea. Go check out that video right away. Well, continuing further, although Mars does not have toxic and poisonous atmosphere like Venus and extreme waning temperatures like Mercury, it is still not suitable for life. This is partially because of very thin atmosphere. The very thin atmosphere means that it doesn't have magnetic shield to protect we humans against sun's harmful radiations. Well, this will obviously cause extreme burning, and it won't really take long for sun's hot radiations to burn you to death. You will die barely 10 to 15 minutes after landing on the red planet. However, a good and solid astronaut jacket might be able to protect you against sun's radiation. But again, this protection won't be of that much use. Well, that's because Mars neither has enough oxygen in the atmosphere, nor does it have liquid water. And as we all know, oxygen and water are absolutely essential ingredients for life to thrive anywhere in this universe. So what is with this all big talk about building human colonies on Mars? Is it really all hype, or there is any truth to it? The answer is that all these talks are as good as a hype. Experts and scientists claim that it will take humans another 1,000 years in building a sophisticated technology that will eventually make human colonies possible on planet Mars. So next time you see Elon Musk promising of building human colonies on Mars, take his word with a pinch of salt. Now let us move to our next destination. Until now, I was only talking about terrestrial planets. Now let us talk about what will happen if you were to drop inside a gaseous planet. A planet that is filled with gas and has no solid surface to speak of. Our solar system has 4 gas planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune and Uranus. Let us first talk about Jupiter, which is the largest planet of our solar system and is rightly called as the gas giant. This gas giant is made of hydrogen and helium gases, which are highly poisonous gases. And to make things worse, Jupiter does not have any oxygen. You will most likely die a very painful death, and that's mostly because of massive gravity of Jupiter. Well, this planet has the strongest gravity in our solar system, which is not surprising as it is the largest planet. Once you are anywhere near the gas giant's atmosphere, its supermassive gravity will suck you inside at a mind-boggling speed. You will feel like you are being crushed into a wall with an enormous force. And this enormous force will end up ripping and tearing your body apart and bones into thousands of pieces. But wait, there is more to the horrifying experience on Jupiter. Jupiter also happens to be the fastest rotating planet. And this means that winds on the gas planet move at a deadly speed of 300 miles an hour, which is insanely faster than the tornado and hurricane that we experience here on Earth. Well, this nightmarish experience will more or less be repeated once you land on Saturn. That's because, just like Jupiter, Saturn is also made up of hydrogen and helium. And being the second largest planet in our solar system, its gravitational pull is equally powerful. This again implies that you will be sucked into Saturn's gaseous atmosphere at a mind-boggling speed and your body will shred into pieces in a matter of few minutes. But wait a second. How can we talk about Saturn without even speaking about its famous ring? And I'm sure that many people will be curious to know how it would be like to land on Saturn's magnificent ring. Well, to tell you the truth, you will freeze to death as soon as you land on Saturn's ring. That's because the ring is mostly made of huge ice chunks and hence you will freeze to death. And by the way, if you still want to die in a freezing cold temperature, then our next 2 destinations will prove to be more than helpful. And I'm talking about Uranus and Neptune, the 2 planets which are located very far away from our Sun. Although both are gas planets and don't have solid surfaces, the temperature on both these planets are freezing cold. Temperature at Uranus can go down to as low as minus 224 Celsius, whereas temperature at Neptune can go down to minus 214 degrees Celsius. With such freezing temperatures, you will literally freeze to death as soon as you enter the atmosphere of both these planets. So we have traveled across all the planets now and found out that none of these planets are hospitable. But what about Moon? Of course, I'm not talking about Earth's moon here. We all know that there is no possibility of having life on Earth's moon. I'm talking about scores of moons that rotate around other planets. You see, most of the other planets in our solar system don't have just one, but countless number of moons. For example, Jupiter has 80 moons. Saturn, for example, has 83 moons and Uranus has 27 moons. Now, scientists believe that some of these moons may develop a friendly atmosphere like Earth in the future and therefore have the best chance of hosting life. But there is one particular moon that has made the scientific community very excited, and this is Jupiter's moon Europa. Well, Europa has an icy surface and many scientists claim that there is a liquid water hidden beneath this surface. And this is the primary reason why Europa makes everyone go so excited. So does this mean that you can survive on Europa at least for a couple of hours? Well, the reply is absolutely and unambiguously no. You will die in less than a minute after landing on this moon, and you will have to blame the icy surface for this. And due to the icy surface, Europa's average temperature hovers around minus 160 degrees Celsius to 220 degrees Celsius. Apart from freezing temperatures, Europa is very infamous for its frequent ice quakes. Ice quakes are equivalent to earthquakes that we sometimes witness here on planet Earth. And lastly, Europa comes under the dangerous asteroid belt, and asteroids keep hitting Europa's icy surface every now and then. Finally, we have come to the last part of the video, where we will be talking about probably the most dangerous celestial object in the universe. We are talking about black holes here. Well, black holes are so scary that even the thought of passing anywhere near it can literally scare you to death. This is purely because of the supermassive gravitational pull. Even light cannot escape black holes' gravitation. no one quite really knows what lies inside the black hole. If you lurk anywhere near the black hole's event horizon, you will get immediately sucked into the gravitational pull. And if you thought once you are inside the black hole you will end up in a different galaxy, just like it was shown in the famous Hollywood sci-fi movie Interstellar, well, the answer is no. That is not gonna happen. Instead, your body will be stretched vertically and compressed horizontally before you will be sucked into the gravitational pull of the black hole. This entire process is called spaghettification. Well, in other words, you will end up becoming a spaghetti if you go anywhere near a black hole. And once you are inside it, you are not coming back again. And guys, we have made a very special video about exactly what will happen to your body if you go near a black hole or you get bumped into it. Check that video out right now. To sum it up, our universe is a pretty scary place. Although we humans are still exploring our vast universe, we still have not found a perfect planet or a celestial object where we can remain alive even for 5 minutes. Earth, to the best of our knowledge, is possibly the only planet in this vast universe where life can thrive. Whether we'll ever find a substitute or alternative to planet Earth will always remain a puzzling question. So that was it for this story. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. This is Prashant signing off. See you in the next one.